Hello everyone. Welcome to the weekly meet of GitMesh. Let's start this meeting. Let me share my screen first. Okay. So welcome to the weekly GitMesh meeting, 18th February 2026, weekly dev call. For the code of conduct, these slides do not contain any commercial advertisements. Anything used in the slides, any product tools or any materials, they are only just for examples. They are not for promotional or commercial advertisement. We held our weekly meets on every Wednesday, and you can read our privacy policy and terms of use here. Let's start this meeting officially. So, uh,
Yeah, Anubhav is not present yet, so we can skip the first one for now.
Okay,
So,
yes, Vav is not in the meet, so we will discuss about the what we have done in the previous week. So we have discussed some things like what we are going to put in our internship project. So regarding that, uh, we are planning to have our own mentorship project on the Linux Foundation mentorships, and for that putting we are planning to go ahead with the similar plan mm, but with some changes. Like we will be focusing more on the quality of the developer telemetry part and not on the signals part. However, it will still be present in the project. And while we are working on that, uh, Ronit is working on the project to improve the code base and cleaning part. And before putting a project to the Linux Foundation mentorship, we are planning to clean the repository, so it will be easier to make the contributions. Currently, Docker requires a lot of RAM and it takes a lot of time to set up. So Ronit will be working on that part. He will be some he will be making the Docker more efficient. And for the cleaning part, I will be working for the cleaning, like fixing some minor works and removing a news code and that all.
yeah, one thing which we can do today as we have a lot of time. So, like, I
Hmm.
do have one thing to show, like, just stop the screen
Okay.
share once so I can just, like, what we can do is, like, we can just go through that part of mentorship one and can
Uh,
fill the form
uh,
right now itself.
uh, yes, it's
Yeah.
visible.
So, this is the form. I would just share the link to you guys also so that those in the meet can also see the form and things.
Hmm.
Yeah. So, like we have to fill up this thing. Like I was just checking the stuff and everything. So there are three type of project which we can propose. One is coding, second is documentation, and third is research. So our would be in coding one. And for the title, they want what exactly we will be implementing. So something like our project could be something that where we would be able to show everything in detail. Like we need to write a title where what is the final goal of the project we can write after the mentorship. Means once the mentorship gets over, what will we achieve through the project we have to write as in title. Then there would be description about 200 words. There would be description for those stuff of the project. where we can write everything about the project. The learning objectives. So, what would be the objectives for the mentees to learn from the project, from the particular part of the project which we will be covering during that particular 6 month? Expected outcomes. What are the outcomes we are planning to build for the project? And the final part is the relation to the LFDTs, like community and stuff. So here we can write that like our project will help the other LFDTs project, as well as it is directly involved with the one of the lab, as like they have listed that the project should be related to some of the project or lab of Linux Foundation. So we are already a lab of Linux Foundation. So we have a direct advantage that we can write that our project can be used for uh, different projects of the same stuff, and I can understand the need what should be built next for the particular project right from this thing only. So we can just write about this thing in the project, and then we have the recommended skills required, the mentor's name and contact, and the final is regarding the release plans and the like regarding the rest of the stuff like LinkedIn website and all. So the major problem or whatever we will face is regarding the part where we have to decide expected outcomes and deliverables, like what exactly we will be delivering, and the this part, like what exactly our mentorship is focused on, and
Okay.
what we are like like overall what we are planning to deliver after the end of the project. So that is something which we need to decide before like submitting the project. Rest about the project and those stuff can be filled easily.
Hmm.
Yeah, so
Hmm.
regarding that stuff is something like we have to decide. So like generally in LFTT most of the project are regarding the like protocols of blockchain or regarding some other like protocols and similar stuff. So in our case, we have to focus on something which could really help, help the like help the community. So we need to focus on writing very clearly what value we are proposing to the community, why are we useful, and what will be the use of our project in future for LFDT. We have to write those stuff very clearly.
And regarding the pivot, so we are not pivoting our project completely, right?
Yeah, we
Uh,
are not pivoting completely. We are just pivoting the part of
hmm.
signals.
Hmm.
Like rest of the part, we can keep it similar, like exactly same, not similar, exactly same. Yeah.
So we
So
can put this in the description, but along with that, we will have to show what values are we providing to the mentees
yeah,
also.
like
Yeah.
exactly like last year there were two
Hmm.
projects regarding AI. Other most of them were like the blockchain ones. The two projects which were of AI are first is AIFAQ one and second
Hmm.
is the Snowflake one. So we can just
Hmm.
take an inspiration from this thing. Like first was multi-agent RAG for AIFAQ. So implementing RAG for AIFAQ was one of the project. So what they told in the expected deliverables was to develop a multi-agent RAG system for improved FAQ accuracy, optimization of FAQ's AI-generated response for reliability and contextual relevance, and advanced retrieval system. Okay, relations. So they have written that Prior aligns with adaptivity, particularly in relation to the hyperlogic fabric and BESU, by improving retrieval for FAQ, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so they have written this thing.
Along with that, they also have provided learning outcomes, learning objectives that will be useful for mentees as well. So we will have to
Actually,
write something similar to these learning objectives, right?
actually, learning objectives we will be able to write easily. The main
Hmm.
problem which I think we will face is something that how to be relevant to the LFDT's project itself. Like
Hmm.
AI FAQ was relevant to Besu and Fabric by providing an FAQ system for Besu and Fabric. But in our
Hmm.
case, like how, because blockchain does not need some system which would help them to understand what to build next. It's not something which generally blockchain
Yes.
projects do generally, because they are well decided what they have to do. So
But for that, the reason we can apply that how GitMesh is useful to the rest of the LFDT community is the same reason why GitMesh was chosen as a lab in the first place. Like it is will be used by the team maintainers by the LFDT community.
to understand what they should build next and how the
Hmm.
team should be contributing next. Yeah, we can
Yes,
write that.
yes, right. Hmm. So,
Like
so
we can say that from the roadmap, even the mentees can understand what they should build next and similar stuff.
hmm.
Yeah, we can write that.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And
so we will just write this and we will submit it on like on Monday, I guess. On next Monday, I
mm,
will be submitting it. Means 23rd, I will be submitting it
yes, it will be fine.
because then
23rd.
it would be like quite late. But before at least 23rd, we need to have some new PRs or like new commits at least
Hmm.
because
Yes,
it is
Ronit
like,
and me are working on some things we will be updating soon.
yeah, just discuss among yourself that like you
Hmm.
don't do the same stuff or
Hmm.
like don't do the like conflicting stuff.
Right, right.
Yeah, so just discuss about that stuff. So I guess for today we don't have anything much to discuss. We can end the meet, I guess, today, and we can just work on the stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye
Bye.
bye.